world famous Dream Hustle Win podcast. Imagine knowing Kendrick Lamar before he blew up. Imagine knowing Cardi B before she made hip hop history. She just made it again. Imagine knowing Kanye before he became like an icon living pretty much, and knowing Drake before he became the biggest rap star in the world. The power of the indie artist and indie music is a force like no other. Music has the ability to inspire, incite. It has the ability to change the world. That's why Dream Hustle Win podcast is one of the most influential platforms for music.
I get some coquito.
But before we jump into the interview with our major recording artists, we got a quick public service announcement. Dream Hustle Win has a university. Dream Hustle Win University is the #1 music smart university. Artists get to speak to real music executives and ask them questions and pick their brain about, stuff like how to monetize your music, how to figure out if an email is real, all that good stuff. So remember, go to www.dreamhustlewin.com and schedule your free 20-minute consultation with a music industry veteran. All right, so let's get back to our scheduled broadcast. We got a major recording artist in the building. He go by the name of Saint Ray. What up, Saint Ray?
What's good, boss lady? What's the word? And just for clarity too, right? Like I go by the name Stray. It's ST-RAY, and I feel like when a lot of people see that, they refer to me as Saint Ray, and like that's just literally what happened. So people was just calling me Saint Ray out the blue, but I
Oh,
loved it because like my whole family
okay,
being Muslim and everything, like
okay,
it's a beautiful translation for me because even when I chose the name Stray, it was from the
yeah.
guides of no matter how far astray I go, I know God got me. So people even regarding it as Saint Ray, I thought was a dope parallel. So I still regard it, but just putting you on a game that is actually straight up.
Straight. Okay. I was loving
Yeah.
this Ray too. I was like, yo, how he got that name? Where he got, I was gonna ask you that too, but okay, you broke it down. All
Wow.
right. So, yeah,
But
I'm
Jonathan is actually like I'm so sorry. Jonathan was actually like I should actually try to make it like straight a saint or something that's just incorporating both of them, just not only for search engine optimization, but just so people aren't actually confused about the brand too. So like you're
gotcha.
right, like even phrasing it like that, like it's definitely like posing the fact that there's a little issue there I probably need to iron out.
Okay. All right. So, jumping into the questions, we follow each other on Instagram. I'm checking out your
Yeah.
Instagram. I noticed the bars, the confidence, all that. So I'm figuring you could have been successful at anything you put your hands to. Like, what made you
Wow.
choose music?
Like honestly, I feel like music chose me. You know what I mean? Like I did music my whole life. Like I grew up in Jamaica. Like
Uh-huh.
my mom's got me back in the day running around the crib, like you know what I mean, acting like Bounty Killer or like on the voicemails when I first came to America, rapping on the voicemail just to, you know what I mean, leave a message at the beep type. But like that was just what I was inspired to do. Nobody was telling me to do that. I was like, nah, let me do this, man. You feel me? So like it's
Right.
always been a part of me and I never even realized I was doing music. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I never was chasing it professionally until I got to a certain age when it's like, damn, I'm wasting time not
Mm,
doing something more formatted with this because I clearly have like an inclination to keep doing this shit. You know what I mean? So,
right. Right. Got
wow.
you. And just for clarity, that we for everybody to know that's Jamaica the country, not Jamaica Queen.
Yeah, not Jamaica Queens. Nah. Born and raised, yo. Born and raised,
Right,
right.
right. So when you stare in the mirror, what do you see in yourself as an artist, as an entrepreneur? Like, everybody on the outside looking in has their own perception, but what's your perception of yourself?
Wow. I really see somebody that doesn't give up easy. You know what I mean, somebody that likes to work and prove his worth. You know what I mean? Someone that stands on what he believes in, and
Hmm.
someone that's empathetic and compassionate about not just what he wants, but others' dreams and desires too. You know what I mean?
Okay, beautiful. All right, cool, cool. So how did you? I mean, you talked about your childhood a little bit, but I want to expound on it a little bit. Like,
All right.
how do you feel like your childhood influenced your music career now? Like your pursuit of
Mm,
music.
where I love breaking this down now. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because I was saying it to the young lady I'm dating that
Mm-hmm.
like my mom, like, you know, I didn't realize it before. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like how much of an impact it probably had on me or whatever. But when I
Mm-hmm.
was coming up back home, like my mother, like with like she had a regular job, you know what I'm saying? Like she was working for like a car rental place, but then she
Mm-hmm.
copped two cars and then she was renting them on her own. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
that was her job while she focused on writing scripts. And then after a while, my mom's was selling out every major theater in Jamaica. You feel me? Just off scripts that she wrote, like booking people.
Mm-hmm.
They, you know what I mean? Like putting whole plays together, like, and they touring
Right.
it in the whole nine. So it's like I feel like me seeing stuff like that and then her hustle and then how much we had to go through, but her never really breaking. I definitely feel like that's a major part. I don't tell her enough that that's a major influence in my
Mm-hmm.
whole like, you know, train of thought when I'm out here. But
Mm-hmm.
like I've seen certain things like hands on, and I really feel like at this point it made me know that I was on the right path or made me feel more comfortable walking down that road. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Okay, that's what's up. So when you're making music in a studio, what's the vibe like? What's the feelings you get? And that good stuff. Like, what's take us to the studio with you?
I mean, you know how that goes, though. I think it depends. You know what I mean? Because one, I record in several different spaces,
Mm,
and each of them, like, and these is like the close to home spaces, and even those have different purposes. You know what I mean? Like, I go to
mm,
my bro June's because, like, anything boom bap, like that's his ear. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
I know if I need some auto tune on it, I might need to go check Dre. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm,
like, in those moments, like, I'm very comfortable. I feel like I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? I can and no matter what any studio I go to, I feel like I could say and just really get my point out. But I'm not really pressed for time. You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
it's home base, so that's a freedom I know that's not really there in the stew. But then
Yeah.
like opposing to where it's like you go to quad and then it's like you know what I'm saying? Like it's 150 an hour. So yo, we doing
Right.
two songs an hour in here. I
Right.
don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all better be in here on y'all A game. So I feel like I feel like studios really it depends on what the mode is when you're going and locking in more so than just
Right.
because the studio for me is therapeutic, but it's a workspace. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it depends on what you're going into the studio for at that moment. You know what I mean? And what's the agenda? To be honest, but
Yeah.
there's a
Okay.
million modes for the studio. There's a million
Right.
and one maybe.
Yes. I've been to squad. I hear you. But the music business is a all or nothing type of business. Like, what makes you bet on yourself? What makes you feel like you could reach that superstar level?
Um, I don't really care for the superstar thing, so I don't know if that's not something that's in my eyesight. That's not what I'm caring about. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like at
Mhm.
this point, I feel like I have something of great value to add to the game. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give my additive. The fact that at this point we know how to monetize and we can like literally scale it and just make it a business, just being
Right.
successful to stand on success and show my sons that I believed in everything that I did. I
Mhm.
stood on it and I made it work for me, for us, for the family. I feel like that's a bigger success than superstardom. You know what I'm saying? So that's more so like what I'm wired on right now. And I feel like there's enough of that out there for all of us, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's where my sights are set, so to speak.
Got you. Cool. Cool. Okay. So, um, how do you spell the artist name the way it's streamed on these streaming sites so people can go ahead and listen to that heat?
Uh, it's ST dash RAY, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Or ST hyphen RAY on every search platform. You can find me out there, you know what I mean? I got that single mentality right now. It's up is out there right now. Blue Skies. I got a couple joints out there, but don't forget to check that Bandcamp. It's that same ST dash RAY dot bandcamp.com. I got like basically the whole project out right now ahead of
Mm,
streaming, just so y'all could go tap in and you know what I mean, get a vibe and see how I'm gunning before I really drop everything.
okay. Yeah, that mentality is dope. Like, I love that.
I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, thank you so much.
No problems. And spell out your Instagram name or handle so they can go ahead and follow you.
No problem. The Instagram is ST underscore RAY. And the Twitter is pretty much the same thing. ST underscore RAY underscore underscore.
Okay. So give us your thoughts about radio pushers. Like, your thoughts about the app, the website, the Instagram, the profile, the brand. Like, what's your thoughts about it?
I mean, I was down. You know what I mean? The second Fro sent me this way, I was a believer. You know what I mean? Because I
Mhm.
like the thing is, me personally, like brands are cool, but like I feel like the people that represent the brand is way more important. And then Fro's is
Right.
one of the realest people I've met. So it doesn't take anything to say that he's definitely one of the realest people I've met in this game so far. So when he pointed me to radio
Mhm.
pushes, it was amazing. And then Jonathan, even though I haven't been as diligent as I should be in my follow up with certain things, he's still on my head top, and that makes me know that he cares more about what I'm doing with the situation and what he's
Right.
getting from the situation. So I definitely I'm with it. I appreciate you guys so much, and I can't wait to like really lock in and make this 2022 something to you know what I mean something to really grow
Yeah,
from.
definitely, definitely. So, if you entered like a digital partnership with a company, what kind of services would you want them to bring to the table to take you to the next level?
Um, right now, digital, like pretty
Mhm.
much what you guys are doing. You know what I mean? You guys are focused on social media engagements. You guys are focused on licensing and publishing rights. The
Mhm.
things that I'm concerned outside of that we haven't really spoke on too tough is like SEO, you know what I mean,
Okay.
and search engine optimization stuff. And as far as like anything regarded to like, you already concern yourself with publishing rights, but then the way it's represented, like it's places like Genius or just places that want to see the lyrics or places that need that part of it, you know what I mean? I don't know if those are things that you guys do, but I like just feeling like digital spaces, seeing that those are things that are covered on those parameters. Like
Yeah.
those would be some other things that I feel like could be highlighted there.
Okay. Yeah, I think Jonathan got you covered with that one. I think he could um parlay with you a little bit about that. But so COVID-19, we gotta talk about that because that's all over the news. We can't skip that.
Right,
So
right.
COVID-19 has changed everything and created a whole new normal. Like, how did you adjust your business moves and your music career to adjust to the new normal?
Um, Well, honestly, for me personally, like I was slowed up before COVID as far as like music. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I was moving like heavy out the gate 2011 to 2016. Like I did not stop. It's 365 days a year. I was either at a showcase, open mic, networking event, or something 265 out of them 365. You know what I mean? So and that was 5 years gunning. And then I kind of had to slow up. So by 2019, I formulated the LLC. I got a couple of things like appropriated, and I was like, yo, 2020, this is gonna be it. And then
Hmm.
COVID showed up. So for me, it was crazy because it was like I was like ready to start again, but I was
Right.
already kind of in this mode where I wasn't with music anyway moving. But as far as like career moves and then other things outside of that, like that's what I took the time to focus on. So it just
Hmm.
felt like this. It really had me feeling like I was in the twilight zone because I had built to be at this point, and
Right.
everything was almost dependent on like the fact that the world was one way and then the world was not that way anymore. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like like again, like I kind of really had to start all over, like again. So even in a career space, like getting I lost my job completely, but based on that situation, you know what I mean. No, not like I got terminated or anything like that, but just like the way that they were like appropriating everything, it didn't make sense anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I might as well just really go jump out there and see what I could do at this point because it really feels like everything in the world is testing that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it wasn't this big adjustment. It literally felt like I had to like face a destiny with like I don't even know with like the like you know what I'm saying? Like you in the video game and you at the boss. Like that's how I felt going into 2020.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like what you gonna do? Because if you defeat this, then you know what I mean, you got it. The whole game is yours. Like
Got you.
so
Got you. Okay. All right. Um, so a lot of companies sell like bot services, like quick Spotify plays for like $50. What are your thoughts about that? Paying for Spotify playlists to boost your plays? Like, do you think it's real?
there's all of those things. Like I definitely took time and researched a bunch of them and like tried some of them and like you
Mhm.
know what I mean in the sake of like trying to understand what's going on and seeing what's what, seeing how the royalties report, seeing what doesn't hit, seeing you know what I mean, just trying to figure it out. And I feel
Right.
like at the end of the day, it's it all appears to be fluff. You know what I'm saying? It all seems to
Okay.
be like a bunch of hit or miss stuff. There are certain things out there that I feel like are good tools. Like I came across this one joint. I don't remember. I don't want to say it because all of them sound the same. Like whether it's playlist supply, playlist booker, like all of them sound the same. But the particular one I'm talking about, what it did was it like you pay $20 a month, right?
Uh,
And it gave you direct contact information to people that ran playlists, so you can
mm,
contact them directly. And so there were certain things out there that, like, you know what I mean, in the space, like it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And it does it does profit to take the time and look for those things, you know what I mean? But most of the things that's advertised is just botted and just trying to get you. So it's like, and even some of the joints that come with big names that you would think is all good, like it's just still
right.
botted. So it's really it's nasty. Like I don't even know how to really call it with that kind of stuff at this point. You know what I
Right.
mean? To
Right.
be honest, like
Is a hit or miss. I got you. So, so last question: what have you enjoyed most about being on the Dream Hustle Win podcast?
this particular podcast today, right here, right now,
Yes.
or just like all in general. Okay, copy. Right
Whichever,
now, I feel like
whichever way you
I
want
feel
to answer it.
right. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like right now I'm just excited about you guys even just having more content featuring me. Because when I heard the last podcast after it was finished and produced, I was like, I couldn't even really believe it. It sounded so fire. And I'm not expecting anything less of this. Even though we on the live Zoom, I know that y'all gonna do y'all radio pushing stuff. And by the time I hear this, I'm gonna be like, yo, these dudes be like, they be doing the work that people don't even realize need to get done. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm, okay.
again, I'm just appreciative to be here. You know what I mean? The best part is just being here.
Yes, got you, got you. All right, so family, go ahead and stream um Saint Ray or Stray, whichever one you're going by today. That rhymes, okay? So go ahead and stream his music. Go follow him on Instagram. You guys can also follow me on IG at official Zoe NYC. That's official ZOE NYC. You guys make sure you download that official Radio Pushes app and get connected. Follow us on IG at Radio Pushes and Radio Pushes TV. Make sure you guys go to YouTube and subscribe to that RNH Magazine YouTube channel so you can get these podcasts soon as they drop. And that's about it. And thank you. And I have to say that you have confirmed that, like, I think a lot of Jamaicans are really good rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think of and Busta and, you
Right,
know,
Buzz Big,
you
right.
know,
That's a fact. That's a
exactly. And
fact.
then, because you got the bar.
Brooklyn period, like Brooklyn period, you know what I'm saying? I'm not from BK, but Brooklyn got a lot of Jamaican rappers that just be on some whole other type
Fire,
sound.
fire.
It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy.
Yes. All right. So remember, dream, hustle, win, bet on yourself, trust the process. Thank
Can
you
I
so
say one thing before I get out of here?
much. Mm-hmm.
I just want to say shout out to True Legacy Rock. I definitely stacked these up right behind me just so I could get away for those. You feel me? Cause they've been really a great support since I've been running. Shout out to Jägermeister. Shout out to Radio Pushers. Y'all don't forget st-ray.bandcamp.com. Word.
What it is. All right. Mr. Plug. I like it. All right. So you have a good night. We'll chat soon. All right. You have a good
All
night.
right. Thank
Okay.
you. You also have a great night.
All right.